second annual roast of Pwn Star Gaming. His birthday stream is another year older and the same piece of shit as last year. Normally, I would be myself for an event like this, the One End Dennis, but with every single person comes a whole new set of avatars. So this year, I thought, spice it up a bit. You know, usually I would be the Theon and Denis, which is, you know, my a character that I would like to say he's a bit of a clown, a gypsy crusader, as one might say. But then I'm like, no, that's a little too much for this year, a little too extreme. So why not pull it up to, you know, lean back and let it whip it out, just go to town. It could be Dark Side Denny for the year. That's not too good for a Pwn Star, a little too sticky, a little too moist. So let's see who I actually turned out to be. Oh, none other than the One End Fuentes. That is me tonight, your roast master. I am happy to be here. Pwn Star, you're looking the same as you always have, you garbage ginger son of a gun, getting drunk before you even started the roast. My God. Alrighty, boys. Now that I don't have to jacket and, you know, beg for money here on the internet, so I'm not Dark Side Denny, I'm gonna go full hardcore on you guys tonight. Give you guys a little bit of jokes here and there, mostly just calling people gay or retarded or something stupid like that. These are all jokes. Don't take it offensively. We're all here just to celebrate Pwn Star Gaming, the guy who has brought the UO community together in more ways than, well, we'll discover tonight. So let's jump right in, boys. Pwn Star Gaming. Let me just, you know, have Pwn Star get something off his chest here. I want you to denounce, you know, white supremacy for us, Pwn Star. Oh, wait, he actually already has, by railing every single black vagina with his penis that he encounters. Pwn Star, your track record is so dark that the FBI actually comes to you for questions about the statistics. Crime statistics, that is, because you're doing some dirty things with that meat of yours, you son of a gun. Sorry. I can't even imagine what it would be like sharing a Thanksgiving table with you. But what I can assume is that you'd be the one hoarding all the dark meat. Pwn Star, you love cum on your face so much that your beard has permanently stained from it. I mean, check it out. I mean, it's definitely showing some different hues there, buddy. Tonight, you'll see that your followers gravitate towards that same direction. From my experience with Pwn Star, I've learned that he's really into roleplay, as he is quite the sexual deviant. He tells me that his favorite role is when he's portraying Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, while his partner roleplays as the fentanyl overdosing junkie George Floyd. Pwn Star's woman hasn't had this many chiropractic problems since Pwn Star roleplayed as Kaepernick all those years back. Must be something about those knees, buddy. Attending your meetup in Vegas was so good for my mental health, Pwn Star, that when it was finally over, I actually drove to the Grand Canyon and considered jumping in it. For a guy who hosts a meetup, I find it very funny that you were the last one to show up and the first one to leave. But then again, if I would have known I was going to see a bunch of 30 or so sweaty nerds crammed in a tiny shoebox in a pyramid-shaped building, I probably would have done the same. But enough on Pwn Star for now. Let's move on to our first roastee. Our first roastee will be a man named the Razion. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correct, but I think I am, based off whoever was talking earlier saying your name aloud. Pardon me for not knowing more about you, but I had to turn to Google for some information about you. And, well, the things I found in there were actually a little confusing to me because, well, when I typed your name into Google, the first thing that pops up is like, hey, did you mean The Reason by Hoobastank? You know, the 2004 hit song that I'm sure your boomer ass is familiar with. I don't know what makes me want to kill myself more, that song or any of the crap you AI generate for your chat to listen to. You are the prime reason companies charge per use of AI generation, and it's not for them to profit off of you. It's their way of deterring you, of saying, please fucking stop, man. But, all right. It looks like my fake you prompt is done generating, so raise your glasses and welcome to the roast of Pwn Star Flaming, the Razion.
Fatality. What's going on, motherfuckers? Wow. Well, Dennis, I think you were a little overly excited here. I think this is the first time I've seen you with a crowd actually in your fucking little stream stadium that you sit upon. So I know it must be exhilarating for you. So just calm down a little bit, all right? Shit. It's good to see everybody here, the two fucking people that I know who you are. So, you know, Kiento, obviously, Kilgore. Good to see you guys. Can't say I've had too much interaction with the other ones of you. Beer God, I talked to you a little bit, and I'm sure Kiento's gonna be fucking hunting you down here soon because you know he loves his fucking one beer. And I also noticed that you claim to be Outland's #1 titty streamer on your Twitch, which is kind of interesting. So I think there's a couple of people here that might, you know, interject on that. And we might have to have a fucking showdown tonight. So we'll see how that goes. But like I said, we should probably hide you now because it's about Kiento's one beer o'clock. And beer good is about the only thing he can fucking say at the end of his streams anyways, so he should have your name down pretty good. Oxford, you spiffy motherfucker. I don't know much about you, but I know you don't have pants on, and that's cool with me, because you know I never fucking do. Just like Pwn Star and every guy that he invites into his Pwn zone, you know? By the way, Pwn Star, when are we really going to call it what it is? Every fucking week you get on here, you give people money, all these giveaways. You're basically paying for all these motherfuckers to come down to your Pwn zone and get your special prize. Like, that's where the leprechaun hides his pot of gold, ain't it, huh? Well, I know a lot of motherfuckers have found that out, so. Unfortunately, I have to, and it wasn't very great, but, you know. To each their own. Spartacus, I don't even know what the fuck to say to you, man. Like, who? UO accountant, you probably do number shit. That's cool. Like, I got fucking 37 AIs that'll do that for me, man. Like, I'll just take a nap, but. Shrimpington, of course he's not here. That's the cheapest ass motherfucker I've ever met on this fucking group of streamers. He pinches pennies like none other. But speaking of Jews, Kilgore, good to see you, buddy. I know when we started hanging out, we must have scared the shit out of you. All my songs, all the fucking references to killing all the cucks. You know, you probably misheard a little bit, but you didn't have to go hiding too hard, so. Star, you old motherfucker. You're starting to turn into the NPC that hangs out at the fucking tavern that nobody wants to talk to. Just tries to touch you by fucking streaming around. But it's good to see you, buddy. I really didn't have to do much effort. I appreciate you jamming my song at your Whiskey Saturdays. You know, I'm sure you thought I probably put a lot of effort into that fucking photo of you that looks oh so much like you, but that's just what popped up under your name under desperation when I was trying to find out some stuff about you. So I went with it, made my day a little bit shorter. Kiento, I don't even know what the fuck to say to you, man. God damn. I'm just surprised you showed up with your fucking shirt on. The bunny suit, that don't fucking surprise me one bit, but you know how that goes. That's an every goddamn day thing. If you were all here yesterday, I'm surprised Kiento's here today. That motherfucker, he is one of the champions. I can tell you that. But I'd be fucking dead 3 times over. So, but honestly, it's been great getting to know the ones I have. All you other ones, looking forward to it. I'm sure I'll find out some more dumb shit about y'all that I can talk about later. So I'm out of here. Y'all take it easy. Peace out.
All right, everyone, give it up for the Razion, not the reason, the Razion, the man of the hour. Thank you so much. I love the background, by the way. Great speech. My next one, guys, the next roasty was supposed to be Evil Fireblade. So I'll just go about Evil Fireblade, and you know, then we'll go on to the next person who's actually here. Because I wrote some nice little thoughts and lovely things about him in his chat that I would love to just share with you all tonight. So thank you guys, thank you Evil Fireblade for streaming. You do a great service for the community, herding all the annoying retards of the community in one place. Just spending a few minutes in his chat, you'll come across sparkling personalities like Abbott, who can never type more than 3 words per fucking chat log. Hey, Abbott, shut the fuck up. No, it's not that way. It's, hey, Abbott, shut the fuck up. Enter. Jeez, just say it all in one sentence, my friend. Abbott, having you in chat is like being HIV positive. No matter how many cocktails of meds I pound down, you're never quite truly gonna go away. Or you can also encounter some sparkling personalities like Fritz Was Taken, who is so outgoing that they actually posted their phone number on the internet for everyone to see and communicate with openly. Or you can go to their X, where you can see all sorts of awesome... Anyway, Evil Fireblade is a pillar of the Ultima Online community and an amazing man, and I only say that because he's white. Unfortunately, he had to attend a local gay pride parade, a Santa-themed one. I mean, so did I, but I took off for it. Come on, buddy. So he won't be getting up on stage to get all up in Pwn Star's roast beef curtains tonight. But we do send him our festive love. The next person I had next on the list also isn't here. His name is Sir Shrimpington, and as you guys may have known, he puts out lots of YouTube videos that are pretty much immediately outdated right when he posts them. Owen patches those shits the moment he hits upload. Watching his streams makes me pray for a third war with Britain. Honestly, seeing your ship sink is almost unbearable. No matter how many times I ask Owen, he'll not put in the patch that causes the streamer to drown in real life when they get sunk at sea. He says it's just not possible. I say, do better, Owen. Do better. Now that I have no idea what... I have no idea what the fuck this thing is, buddy. But I can assure you, if I ever encountered it, there would be no holes on that thing that would go unabused. The Futurama Cyclops-looking soft-shell crustacean motherfucker... What is this? Is this you? You look pretty different in the cam window, so I'm sure you're falsely representing yourself here. So, with all that being said, my friends, let's get his video up here before his government arrests him for being mean on social media. Fresh off of Pwn Star's coattails, and next on our roaster list is Sir Shrimpington in video form.
This is the Pwn Star roast. Sir Shrimpington. Shrimp.
That was really close to home.
Yo. So you think you're the greatest, walking around with that Pwn Star grin and that Pwn Star sound, but I'm here to say, get out of my way, cause your guides ain't shit, and I'm gonna make you pray to the deities that you're praising your LARP, but I'm gonna sit on you and bracket fard, cause you think you're hot stuff, bro, you ain't even buff. Better raise those stats, cause your content's fluff. Think you're a funny bloke? Stealing my rope? Well, yee-haw, star, cause your chase is broke. You run away and call that shit gameplay? How about turning to fight? Oh wait, your manners looking light. Well, moo moo, motherfucker, suck on my udder. Give me that check, bro, you think you're undercover? See you a mile off. Can't help but laugh with your yee-yee drip and your yee-yee draft. Whiskey Saturday? Get the hell out the way. You gotta get your viewers drunk or they'll realize you're sunk. Man, you click start stream and think I'm gonna rage ya? Well, your view can't stay in low, cause bitch, I'm gonna fade ya. Shrimp's no real, and when I see you live, you ain't giving me that feel, you ain't giving me that vibe. You think anyone cares cause you got GM? If you went and touched some grass, then you might have some friends. We all know you buy your scripts cause your Razor game is flipped. If Pwn Star gaming, then gameplay shit. When you rock in a deck, so all you do is hit play. If there's more than one button, can't keep it straight in your brain. Dumbass. I'm running out of time, so I gotta roast you quick. Better settle there and listen, cause my rhymes are getting slick. Pwn another year's gone by, think we care about you? We all show up spitting facts, things you already knew. Kappa 1, 2, 3, better say it out loud, cause we devastating you. In front of this crowd, see your bodies piling up, and I'm taking your head. Cause when I walk in a dungeon, all I see is Pwn Star dead. Pwn Star Gaming here, think we all gonna cheer? We'll cut that shit out, cause you're making us jeer. But for real, happy birthday, dude. When you walk in the room, you're making me swoon. With that Stancast smell that you bring in here. See you walking along and it fills me with fear. Think you the best in Avadon? But bitch, after this roast, you'll be gone. Sir Shrimpington, out. Bitch.
No wonder he's sending a video.
Oh my Shrimpington Lord. That was amazing. Good job, Shrimping. Let's give it up for Lord Shrimpington, everyone. His name right there. Sorry, Sir Shrimpington. Sir, Lord, fucked it up. It's all right. He's a shrimp and he can rap and he can fucking bust. That man busted all over the place tonight. His soft shell crustaceous motherfucker. Oh, good job. Alrighty, next up on the roaster list, we got a man who's named after a comma or some shit like that. His name is Oxford. His name is Oxford. Every time I see a gap in Oxford's streaming schedule, I just assume that he's off defending his state somewhere, standing his ground against like skittle-wielding blacks or something like that. You know, in case you guys weren't aware, Oxford is a bit of like a mechanic or a guy with very good hobby skills, I guess spare time. He likes to refurbish cars, and he's doing so on stream. In fact, it's a Volkswagen. And when I asked him, you know, why he was doing, you know, restoring a Volkswagen, he said he likes the sound that minorities make when they bounce off its misshapen hood. You know what, Oxford? Watching your D&D streams, it makes me want to K&M. Kill myself. Ugh. They are very, how should I say, life-filled, very, very interactive, they're your D&D streams. But I do appreciate them, actually, now that I say that. But if any of us follow Ox on Instagram, well, we know that Ox will straight up be eating the balls, quote unquote. That's straight from his mouth. He loves these balls that he loves in and around his mouth. So, Oxford, I mean, we don't all have the same tastes as you do, but we do appreciate you. Oxford is known for 3D printing awesome little things like this little ribbed replica UO chest that I shoved directly into my 21-year-old girlfriend's asshole for her pleasure. Oxford, you are quite the talented individual. I mean, the only sex toy crafting person in this UO community. So let's welcome him to the stage of the roast of Pwn Star. We got the man, Oxford.
Well, shit, I don't stick around for much more than 2 weeks, so I won't take too long, I promise. Besides the fact I don't know most of you all. Kilgore, I do know you. Draw me, pretty daddy, draw me. I'm going to go ahead and hit you up in a couple of weeks, man, because you did say you'd put some dildos on the screen for me. So Twitch properly done. Keep me live. I will say this. The biggest problem I have tonight is not that I have zero effort put into this, except showing up, putting a fucking tie on. It's the fact that now I'm looking in the left-hand side of my screen and watching a black man stroke off a small white guy's back and hopefully fucking eat a couple noodles at the end of it. Not quite sure what's going on there. I'm slightly aroused. And it's out. So hit me up for the stream afterwards. Feetpics.com. At the end of the day, look, truth be told, I'm going to tell you right now, we're all a bunch of old fuckers. And I just don't fucking care. I come around, I hang out. I've been trying to get on a Pwnecast, or I don't know what the fuck it's called. What, Pwnecast? I don't know. Bonecast. I just want to be on a screen with a guy that has a beard sub part of me to make me feel even bigger and better. At least it comes in the side of my face and not in the front of my face. I'm just saying. But, you know, in the end of the day, the reality of it is you guys are a bunch of fine gentlemen here. I'm very happy you've had me here. The community is fucking absolutely amazing. And in small doses, as you can tell. I come around every 6 months for 2 fucking weeks and I'm out. I'm just like that fucking gopher that pops up and down every once in a while in the Caddyshack. I'm here for fun when it gets boring. or some fuckface who's now new in the community. What's his name? Devil? What the fuck's his name? Evil Fire? Fuck you, dude. Come around fucking Mason. Fuck you, bro. I like PvP, but you're annoying as fuck. Listen, if I want to sit there and take my time and try to get me like a nightmare in ossuary, and you come in with your fucking stream and make it all funny and look at me, I'm gonna fucking kill the guy who's not PvPing because he's decided to take a fucking 0 to hero fucking shitbag tamer all the way to the top. Okay, easy targets. I get what it is, but look, we're old, we're brittle. You got to take them easy when you can get them, and that's why I'm friends with Pwn Star, because it's not a lot of work. At the end of the day, my friend, I'll tell you, I love your beard. I love your style. I don't know why I just gave you 60 subs. I mean, maybe I'm trying to buy my way into Valhalla or just some feet pics. Either way, both are great. Stay tuned. I'll be around. You're fucking, dude, are we feet buddies? Are we fucking bros right now? Because I am fucking down, bro. Anyways, I'm not really here to dog on anybody, really. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I'm just happy to be part of something because I fucking suck. I'm a subpar streamer, as I say. I do things poorly, play games, awesome games, but I'm more of a piece of shit than the average guy. I should actually be a PvPer. I'll check in with some of you guys. Although I do like my house. I've got a nice wife in the other room who's questioning my dress code right now. She's kind of concerned. I do have a bottle of clear liquid that came from the Georgia mountains. And we're going to get fucked up tonight watching you amazing gentlemen tell some good stories. I just want to say thank you, guys. We're going to turn a little gay right now. I know Dennis is fucking rock hard that I said that, but I appreciate each and every one of you. You make the community fucking great. Chat, you guys can fuck off. I haven't read you. I don't even read you when I stream, so just fucking figure it out. But the rest of you guys are amazing. Much love to you. You make the community amazing. And thank you guys, man. Fucking cheers. Happy birthday, bro.
Cheers. Good job, Oxford. Cheers, man. Cheers, bud. Great job, my friend. Our next roastee will be a man named Adontis. So, when I prepared this part of the roast here, I wasn't sure if you were the Asian one or the white one. So we're gonna read whatever I prepared, and I'll let you guys figure it out. Since you became pilot instead of doctor, does your father acknowledge you? I'm gonna stop right there. Is like doctor the fullest embracement you can get from your family? Because I mean, like being a pilot's pretty some awesome shit. I mean, you just because you know doctor, I was still hoping to mean at least warrant a handshake from daddy or something. But I mean, fatherly love, I was never really one too strong on it. But I can't believe that you flew from freaking Hong Kong, my friend, or I think it was somewhere over there that, I think it was Hong Kong, to be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure, but you flew all the way from there to the Pwn Star Roast. No, to the Pwn Star Roast, sorry. To the Pwn Star Vegas meetup, an event that was held in the Luxor. And, you know, coming all the way across the world for the Luxor is pretty fucking wild, considering that's like one of the shittiest casinos on the strip, quality room-wise, I would say. We were treated pretty well at the little esports, the HyperSex arena there that Pwn Star rented out, which was a damn good time. But you know, that would have been more, you know what would have been more worthwhile than flying all the way to Vegas to some pyramid-shaped building? Flying into the Freedom Tower between the 93rd and 99th floor. I mean, or, sorry, let me translate that joke for Gen Zers. Let's change that destination between floors 6, 7, you know. I love the fact that you're a pilot. We had the coolest conversations, especially when we did the John Wick experience together, where Pwn Star was called a leprechaun by one of the actors there. It was like a guided theater tour experience through the world of John Wick. And apparently in the world of John Wick, Pwn Star here has a fucking pot of gold and his Lucky Charms. It was a beautiful moment. But anyway, let's get him up here before he decides to take off and reenact Pearl Harbor tomorrow. All the way from Kazakhstan, the Asian pilot Adontis.
Thank you for that Wish.com Santa sex offender. I thought Santa was supposed to know all the people around the world, but you can't read the difference between the name Adont and Adontis, so I'm really questioning what gifts are going to be under my tree later on. But Pwn Star, Pwn Star, Pwn Star, I do appreciate the invitation to be a part of this panel. As we know, it's filled with some of the most respected members of this community, such as Well, it is definitely filled with members of this community. Still, I was honored to be asked. When you first asked me if I could be here, I just assumed everyone else had turned you down. So, to be quite honest, I'm just happy any of you fucks showed up at all. I thought it was just going to be me and Pone Star drinking some whiskey on a stream together. My second was to block it off so I could be here to celebrate your birthday because I wouldn't rather be anywhere else. And I know I have many of you at a disadvantage. Most of you are way more active on the main Discord than I am, or you're active on Pone's Discord or Grinder. So there's not a lot of information out there about me for you to go off of. So I'll help y'all out. I'll start with a roast in on myself. Adonis is so unknown on this server, you'd think he's role playing in some obscure tidbit of Avedonian lore. And by God, I'm dedicated to that little bit. But with that out of the way, let's get to the birthday boy. Now, I do assume we're going to hear a lot of jokes about Pone being short through the whole event. I get it. I thought about doing some of those myself. However, I will not be doing any of them. It's low-hanging fruit. So I'm going to leave it for Pone Star since it's the only ones he can reach. And as we know, you've really gotten into the arena here lately. I think it's because you couldn't get anybody to chase you as a thief. But I don't know what it says about you that you have to go to the one place in the game that it locks someone in the room with you, so they have to deal with you. I hear Vegas is taking odds right now on when you just stop fighting and start asking people for feet pics, though. Speaking of Vegas, one in Dennis is here. He did a great 90-minute video about the Pone Star Vegas trip that everyone should watch. Or anyone. Someone. Fucking please. Sir Shrimpington, you're not here. But I'm very disappointed in that. I just wanted to make you know that I've got nothing but respect for you. I really enjoyed a lot of the guides you entered into the scene with. Not that any of them are useful anymore. But as a token of appreciation, I've hit a check for you that is worth 10 million gold on the server. I'll send you an Imgur link so that you can find it later on. Razion, I gotta say, I did breathe a sigh of relief when I saw you on that roast list. I thought I'd be the most unknown roaster on this panel, but judging by your fucking view counts, I've got some serious fucking competition in that regard. And let's not forget about Evil Fireblade. He did accept to be a roaster, but fuck, he's not here. I guess he's stealthed out of sight somewhere. He's waiting for me to pull 2 fucking mobs, so I'm at half health, so we can have a fair fight, then go into the PvP channel and say how fucking godlike he is at this red shit. But enough about all you dumb shits. Let's get back to the man of the hour. Pone Star Gaming. This is a man who's tried almost all the content that Outlands has to offer, and has, for some reason, discovered that turning into a cat and asking people to milk him is how he wants to spend his fucking time. This is a man who I probably should comment on that, but a therapist really should comment on that. You built your YouTube channel on Outlands tutorials, but it was mostly just fucking beer reviews to begin with. I can't tell you how confused I was when I was a brand new player. I clicked on a video that says UO Outlands Tamer Guide, and the only single piece of useful information I came away with is how hoppy a fucking local beer I can't buy is. Good job there, Pone. But when you're not out dying in the arena, or dying in time, or dying in the dungeons, or Pone, what is it you do here other than fucking die on this server? Oh, that's right. You make videos that drive up the community's interest in a build by telling everybody how interesting and good it is right now, thus tripling the fucking core price for everybody who's already playing that fucking build. I think that all of your videos have nothing to do with what you actually found fun. I think it's just when you get a lot of cores, you decide to make a video so you can offload that onto the market and make a bunch of gold. That's called market manipulation, Pone, and we all know it's illegal. I have reported you to the Outlands Revenue Service. You should be expecting a visit soon. But all joking aside, Pone Star, you are a huge force for good in this community. Hell, for just me personally, I'd often take a long breaks from Outlands, but eventually a Pone Star video with some dumb fuck would come rolling across my YouTube screen. I'd click on it and I'd get pulled right back in. So if it wasn't for you, I likely wouldn't even still be playing today. I had an amazing time at Vegas. My favorite parts of it were when it was just you and me chilling, shooting the shit, and eating because everybody else ate at like 3 in the afternoon for dinner because we're all in our fucking 60s now. But I did come home and be sick for 14 days, and I know you're the one that gave that shit to me. Now we are going to save the how you got me sick for your top level Patreon exclusive video membership. Whenever you get that thing going, just let me know. We'll release the video. But I am happy to call you a friend. I look forward to more drunken conversations come New Orleans. So cheers and happy birthday, bud.
Heck yes. Great job. Great job, Adontis. Absolutely killed it. Absolutely killed it, my friend. Check him out, man. He does great unknown things here on the server. I love him. He speaks the truth. He's a good guy. And he was great to hang out with at the Pwn Star Vegas meetup. Not sure if he's going to the next one in New Orleans, however you say it. But if he does, you'd be lucky to meet him. Our next roastee is going to be Italian Spartacus. Italian Spartacus, I unfortunately didn't know you prior to a few days ago, or maybe today at most. But how does it feel that all of your ancestors were fucked and pillaged without their consent by the people that Pwn Star fucks? I unfortunately did not know this individual, but I hear that Italian is known for putting on a Batman suit and standing about 250 feet away from his local elementary school. Other than seeing him on YouTube make some real panty wedding D&D videos, the only other place you can really see this meatball is bending over in the gym. You gabagool slurping fancy Super Mario strongman cosplaying motherfucker. Honestly, with your ancestry, all we would have to do is put you in a wig and throw you in the sun for a few minutes, slap a dress on you, and boom, Pwn Star would be trying to fuck you in no time. Oh, wait, just wait. I'll just pull this thing off again without the white face, and, you're golden. Well, not just yet. It's not surprising, just like Pwn Star, that you do love cum on your face. Pwn Star is a very creamy guy, but not that creamy. He's only bearded in that way. Italian used to be a fat fuck, apparently, until he put in the work to get thin. What's the matter, buddy? You don't want to take the easy way out and get Ozempic? You don't want to be a pussy like the rest of us and join the fake thin club? Who the fuck do you think you are? Squatting, running, doing all that work in the gym when all you have to do is jab yourself with a needle every day? With all the things that are being said here, let's just welcome this person to the roast of, Pwn Star. And, he has created a bit more emotional posts on his day. Let's say like on his Instagram, he might have, let's say 3,000 or 4,000, emotional weight posts like about his body. A little bit more than a 13-year-old chunky girl going through puberty. But he's a great guy. He puts out great content, and he's killer at streaming. So check him out, guys. Let's hear him speak. His name is Italian Spartacus.
Thank you, Dennis. Hey, make sure you get go into that Foo Fighters cover band thing I know you got going a little bit here, okay? Dave Grohl? So, guys, excited to be here. We got Oxford, who looks like a New York Times bestselling author for a foot-centered book, which is funny because I had the foot-centered book thing in my brain before you made so many feet jokes, so I like that a lot. Oh, I like it a lot. We got ourselves TQ Midge. Now, if you do not know, TQ Midge is essentially the aborted son of James Gandolfini, as you can tell from that little picture down there. Like, he looks absolutely sweaty. Like, as soon as he turned his camera on, I was like, it is very unfortunate that you went with this dress attire. You look like you're ready for like either a funeral or you're going to a club, and both don't look like a good look for you at all. Fatality. Oh. But I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're here so that you can stumble through all your jokes and everyone really kind of goes, man, he's really doing a great job. And Adontis, you crushed it, man. Voltaire, you absolutely crushed it, which makes sense that you're in Sir. It's weird that that you didn't say like Malord or anything like that, but I'm glad that you bring a nice little RP ring to the server that we desperately need. Unfortunately, though, guys, EFB, Evil Fireblade is not here. And that just pulls my pork. That grabs my goose, I gotta say. Because if there was anyone that I wanted to roast more on this roast, it's him. Because the man looks like the inside of a Lay's bag. He's so he's greasier than TQ Midge. And then every time he gets on, he's like, all right, guys, so we're just going to go down ourselves to Ossuary level 3 and see what we got to do down here. Oh, I got killed there, but it was like 4-on-1. It was the monsters were the 4, dude. It was a 0-on-1 actually, brother. So unfortunately, he's not here. He's being a good dad. He's actually doing good. So my hat off to him, but I'm not wearing a fucking hat, so screw you, dude. But we're all here to celebrate one man. And that man is a great person. He's brought us together. He's delivered such great content. I think all of us can say at one point we've seen a little bit of that man, and some of us have seen more of that man. And it's Kiento. He's the only person in this chat whose tits we've actually seen. You didn't think you knew it, but there he is. He stood up looking like the whole ass Easter basket, and here he is. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. But Pone, thank you for having me in on this stream. Thank you for bringing me here with all these YouTubers and streamers that I don't know, because personally, I'm not going to look at a channel under 300K subs. But you know what? You guys are giving it your all, huh? You're giving it your all, so at least you can do that. At least you're doing that. But you know what's funny to me? Like I've told Pone before that, like, it's so fun to watch Pone stream every Saturday, right? Like, I think, like, that's, like, no joke. I think we all legitimately can say, like, it's really fun to sit around and have the parasocial relationship of other like 30, 40 plus year old men, watch another dude just get drunk on his own in a fucking room, stealing from people. And it's a cool thing that brings the community together, and I love that. But I can only imagine what Christine has to go through to watch you in the bathroom. Chris, what are you doing? I'm putting on face paint because today I'm swimming. Three little claw marks right here and right here, because I'm streaming today, big streamer. And you know what? You come out there and you do it. You're like, I had seen you before you turned the camera on, before you started streaming, and you didn't have the face paint on. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Couldn't even recognize him. It's like Clark Kent put on fucking glasses. It disappears right into the night. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're doing this with us. I'm glad you're sharing your birthday with us. What a great way to do it too. It's just, I had another joke in mind for you, and I'm trying to think of it. I'm trying to riff right now, is what they say in the improv business. But like my videos, all this is off the top of my head, and it's not coming to my head right now. But either way, I'm excited to go to New Orleans to see what you end up trying to do to my butt every single night that I'm there. And I'm excited to see, you know, us FaceTiming Midge while we're like, you know, post-coital cuddling. And I think it'll be a good thing. I think it'll strengthen our bond and our relationship. Oh, Midge, look at him. He's like, oh, this guy over here. God, Midge is just an ugly human. It's, you know, I'd say the one thing that Evil Fireblade has over Midge is that Evil Fireblade decided, hey, I wanted to choose family over the video game. And that's something that Midge has never done for his family, ever. Like, he's got kids in the background right now screaming, and he's like, shut up! I'm with my 40-year-old friends. But either way, again, a huge shout out and a thank you to Big Papa Pone Star here. I don't know how many times I've gone to sleep to your videos, which is a really weird statement to say out loud in front of another bunch of dudes who are going to roast me for that in just a little bit, and I'll regret saying it. But by God, do I love that man. So this one goes out to Pone. This is water, which is technically bad luck, but I only wish bad luck for Pone Star.
Was that all, bud? That's all Italian? Yeah.
Oh, I can go again? Oh, okay,
No, since I'm allowed an encore from the
Foo Fighters.
Oh, well, no problem. Alrighty. Good job, Italian. Let's all give it up for Italian Spartacus, the big boy content creator among a bunch of peons here. All right. Is the next guy here Zeus Lair? Is he among us tonight? I don't know. I don't see him on our screen. All right, I'll just go over his, portion here that I had for him. Zeus Lair. Where are you? There you are, my friend. Scrolling down. All right, so next we have a man who is both a veteran and retarded. And no, we didn't book Forrest Gump for this roast. It is our man Zeus Lair, who is not here, unfortunately. We're sending him our thoughts for this speech. After watching your roleplay streams for GTA 5 and Red Dead, I wish you were fully disabled. Zeus, you're like Hassan Piker. Just instead of shocking your dog, you're actually clicking it. And I'm sure, yeah, I know you have 2 dogs, so I'm sure the other one's in the corner just like panting, watching you like. Zeus is also a part of Pwn Star's Cum Guild, as I might say. As you can check out his nice face right there, fully embracing it from top to bottom, just waiting for the beard to grow in and hopefully plant the seeds of humanity and I don't know what I'm saying. Zeus, the fact that you still exist just means that our government is doing a subpar job hiring terrorists. Just one sec. Let me text Osama's son. Have him make sure he fucking, gets this half-ass shit cut out. Oh, sorry. Excuse me while I tweet this jihad piece of shit and tell him he did an Allah bad job at making you disabled. Let me just welcome the man who probably couldn't make it in college and settled for sucking Uncle Sam's diseased dick, Zeus Slayer, who I don't believe is here, but let's give it up for Zeus Slayer. He's a great person who I didn't get the chance to meet tonight. Check him out. That's his name right there, my friends. Moving on to our next one, I have a man named UO Accountant. No idea if he's actually an accountant or not. I've met him in real life, but to be honest with you, I don't remember much because every encounter I had with this man, he got me higher than the Strat in Vegas. He's just like, pen? I'm like, oh, sure, why not? My favorite memory of you is, was walking alongside you saying, hey, isn't it pretty fucking weird that Pwn Star isn't here? It's his meetup. If you're actually an accountant, it's amazing to see how good you do your job because considering all the weed that you smoke, you must function like a robot or some calculator type shit. Well, I'm not sure if you have your camera fixed. It looks, if that's you down there, it looks a little pretty fucked, but I'm gonna welcome you to the stage and I'm sure we can hear you. So, holy shit, you're greener than a fucking cabbage patch. Holy shit. Well, let's welcome him to the green. Let's welcome this green motherfucker. None other than UO Accountant.
Green is the color of money. So as Dennis mentioned at the beginning, this is the second Pwn Star roast. And at first I want to acknowledge someone who's not here with us again. That is Ganthrone, who absolutely murdered last year's roast. To a point we all assumed he'd be back, but turns out he vanished about 2 months ago after someone spotted him at a Miley Cyrus concert, shirt off, pupils the size of dinner plates, screaming, "This is the real plastic hearts." Word on the street is he found the unicorn piss again, Dennis. You know, that mythical weed that turns a grown man into a glitter-soaked TikTok e-girl for 72 hours straight? Dude, Ganthrone, your family misses you. And the kids are starting to call the Roomba daddy because it's the only consistency in their life. But instead, we have Dennis stepping up. Dennis, how the hell did you squeeze this in? Between your Oscar-worthy roles in community theater productions nobody attends, your legendary Twitch career peaking at the viewer count of your mom and a bot named The Real Boo Whip, and your main gig as the most dedicated McDonald's driveway panhandler in the tri-state area. Dudes out there every night in the reflective vest holding a sign that says, we'll yell, "Welcome to Good Burger" for nuggets. And your most lucrative idea yet, Vegas spin class instructor. Picture this, Dennis in neon spandex, chain-smoking Marlboro Reds, between sets screaming, "Keep it in the circles, boys and girls. Spin like your dealer's waiting outside. One day you too can run on nothing but cigarettes, amphetamines, and the shame of your father who still calls you buddy at age 38. He ends every class the same way, collapsing in a puddle of his own sweat, crawling to the trash can, and dry heaving glitter. 5 stars on Yelp. Would puke again. Now, like everyone else said, this is the first time I've met most of you degenerates. So I'm just going to go by the limited information I have on you, your names. Take Beergood, for example. Bro, I respect the dream, but let's be honest, naming yourself Beergood is like the alcoholic equivalent of me legally changing my name to Count Money, and then being shocked when I'm broke, divorced, and living in my mom's basement surrounded by counterfeit $3 bills and empty Monster cans. At least when I introduced myself as Count Money, people would expect me to be a horrible rapper who's also lying and flexing a rhinestone wallet, but still a walking disaster nonetheless. You walk in as Beergood and everybody thinks, oh sweet, unlimited free IPA and life advice from a functioning adult. 5 minutes later, you're face down in a booth doing whiskey shots through a Twizzler straw, mumbling how the foam is a social construct. Expectations versus reality, my guy? You're not beer good. You're beer eventually gonna need a new liver.
Fatality.
Next up, Kilgore Trout. My man designed some of the most fire UO themes you've ever seen, which is honestly shocking when your name sounds like someone got drunk and asked ChatGPT to mash up Finding Nemo with Friday the 13th. Like, seriously, picture the prompt. Write me a horror villain. He's about 6'5", wears a goalie mask. He's a serial killer who exclusively murders tropical fish at a summer camp. Give him a tragic backstory involving a pet goldfish named Bubbles and a wood chipper. Also make him smell faintly of brine and childhood trauma. That's Kilgore Trout for you. Dude's out there plotting pixel-perfect themes while the rest of us are waiting for the next Netflix drop, Camp Clear Lake, The Gilling. Come this fall, Jason Voorhees, but make it aquatic, now with 100% more harpoon guns and screaming clownfish. I can't get past the fact that there's a grown-ass man in the room dressed as a bunny with a Discord name starting with Big Daddy Juice. My guy, that's not a gamer tag. That's the stage name you pick when your entire income comes from male-on-male OnlyFans collabs, and you're still trying to convince your mom you're just really into fitness content. Mom's over there bragging to the neighbors, my boy's gonna finally go settle down with that sweet girl from down the street. Meanwhile, Big Daddy Juice is bent over a gaming chair in 4K, getting railed by someone named X-Throat-Goat-X, while the ring light flickers and the chat spams, choke him more, daddy. Italian Spartacus, you're dressed as a hot dog, and that's funny, and you'll see why. Your name, though, it invokes warrior who's about as authentic as a Canal Street Gucci bag that says Goosey on the tag and reeks of the New Jersey Turnpike and broken dreams. You seem to be someone who goes out there in full Spartacus cosplay, plastic sword from Party Central, Spirit Halloween chestplate, and enough olive oil in your beard to fry calamari for the whole block. The only rebellion you're leading is the one against showering and basic hygiene. You walk in and yell, I'm Spartacus, and every real Italian in the room immediately replies, no, you're fucking not, Chad from Long Island. Sit down and eat your chicken parm. Your cosplay's so budget, Russell Crowe just filed a restraining order on general principle. But now to the birthday boy. Pone, has anyone seen the way this man travels? For the Vegas meetup, I tell him, bro, I'll scoop you up from the airport. No big deal. It's all good. So I pull up, and I immediately regret every life choice that led me to that moment. There he is. Hoodie cinched so tight you can only see two bloodshot eyes, looking like the Unabomber decided to rebrand for TwitchCon. And in one of his hands, death grip a crusty duffel bag, bulging like he's either smuggling a dead body or worse, his entire UO bank box in physical form. I swear to God, 3 TSA agents did the sign of the cross as he shuffled past.
Fatality.
He gets into my back seat, throws the bag in, and it lands with a metallic thunk, heavy enough to set off the airbag sensor. I ask, what's in there? And he just responds in a whisper, Regs, in a dream. Turns out it was 47 rusty pickaxes, 6 cracked purple potions, a half-eaten bag of Funyuns from 2021, and one single printout screenshot of him stealing 800 ingots in 2019 for the memories. He brought his emotional support loot bag across state lines, and now Homeland Security has him on a list that just says, Ultima Online flight risk. Do not engage. May attempt to recall. Speaking of Vegas, we were on Fremont Street, under the lights, music blasting, and Pone Star decides it's his moment. He hits the concrete like a man possessed. He starts whatever the fuck that was. For 30 seconds solid, I'm standing there paralyzed, thinking, oh shit, he's having a full-on seizure. Somebody needs to call 911. This man's about to swallow his own tongue while standing up. Then I realized, nope, he's actually dancing. Picture a 4'11" scarecrow getting electrocuted while simultaneously trying to remember the Fortnite default dance from 2018. Arms flailing like he's fighting off invisible bees, knees doing that white guy at a wedding bounce, hips thrusting in a way that could get you on a sex offenders list. Fremont Street has seen strippers, drunks, and a guy in a diaper playing a saxophone. But Pwn Star's Seizure Shuffle is the first thing to make the light show glitch for a second, for secondhand embarrassment. Now, Adonis mentioned this, and I'm going to double down that Pwn Star looks and acts exactly like the dwarven Lex Luthor of the UO Outlands. He's the pint-sized chrome dome goblin in shadow armor, waddling around with a fake mustache, creating helpful tutorials, all while his shady-ass vendors are mysteriously stocked to the brim with the exact rare cores we need to emulate his last video. Not to mention, bro's out there playing the benevolent philanthropist by day, dropping all these free guides, and at night, he's a murder machine, paralyzing noobs and looting their packs like a balding Thanos snapping for chromatic cores. No remorse, just a PowerPoint presentation on why your death funded his next Tamer template. Lex Luthor wishes he had this level of evil genius. Pwn's got the bald spot, the ego, and the body count to back it up. Not to mention, he's also out there screaming how Outlands is the best MMORPG in 2025, like he's trying to resuscitate a 27-year-old corpse with the defibrillator made of copium and expired Mountain Dew. Bro, you're playing a Thief PK on a free server where half the population is powered by JSON scripts out there farming ore and wood in peace, and the other half is a rotating cast of thief hunters going after your naked-ass corpse and using you as a speed bag. The average life expectancy of a Pwn Star spawn-in is about 4 minutes and 20 regrets. Your legacy? A Patreon where the $5 tier gets you early access to watching the same noobs die to the same paralyzed gank for the 400th time, and a $50 tier where you get a lock of your back hair and a signed print of your latest vendor price gouge. Congratulations, you've turned a dead game into a retirement home and appointed yourself both the activities director and the Grim Reaper. I hope somewhere out there in the Outlands code there's a hidden quest where you collect 10,000 of Pwn Star's tiers to unlock a single functional brain cell. Of course, nobody's finished it. Server first is still open, guys.
Fatality.
Alrighty, great freaking job, UO Accountant. There's his name right there, my friends. Great job, my friend. Let's hear it for him. Unfortunately, his camera didn't work, so he looked like the front of the vehicle in maximum overdrive. But, you know, he's just a little green today. But he's a great person. He's a real person. I have met him. I can attest for that. And you'd be lucky to meet him at any meetup Pwn Star has in the future. So if you do see him, talk to him. He's a great guy. Our next person, our next roastie, will be a man called TQ Midget, someone who I am not too familiar with. So this man apparently wants to escape the clutches of a Nazi-type government administration so bad that, well, he's relocating to Germany. Because, I mean, there's nothing sketchy about that's gone on in Germany, right? Sometimes, you know, but circumstances bring you somewhere. But, you know, maybe there's a better place over there, even if they are a little center-right-ish right now. Not too much different. But TQ always chooses Trump when it comes to WWE wrestling on Pwn Star's channel. You know, those late-night giveaway things. It's just his favorite character. He can identify so much with him, he says. On election night last year, TQ busted 312 times. Oh, a little sticky situation over at the TQ residence, but he just had a night he had to remember for a long time there. So everyone, please welcome and joining me, you know, my new friend here, who had all of his dead relatives vote right in the last election, TQ Midget.
Hey, what's going on? First off, fuck you. Let's give a big round of applause for our roast master. An even bigger one to Pwn for, you know, picking him up at the homeless shelter and giving him some living quarters for him to be here with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, you know why we're here. This man right here, in his constant need, never-ending search for approval. We are here to wish Pwn Star, Funko Pop cosplay Viking here, whose ancestors rode into battle with Pwn in the bottom drawer of the longship. We're here for you, buddy. But first, let's pay some respects to our I mean, I was told to be nice, so lovely panel. I guess I don't know half of you. Having Italian Spartacus here with us tonight is pretty great, actually. Not only to give, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, all of you something to aspire to, but just to give something for a visualization comparison. You know, we've got Pone and we've got Spartacus. One of them, a full-time professional YouTuber, 350,000 subscribers, actual production value and quality, a fan base. And the other one is Pone Star, a man whose biggest achievement is convincing 18 fucking people to watch him commit misdemeanor murder in a pixel forest. It's like putting a Michelin star chef on stage with a dude microwaving a fucking Hot Pocket. But hey, here we are. And I mean, you guys, look at this panel. I know there's been a Wish.com, but you know what? If the shoe fits, this panel looks like the Wish.com version of a roast. And I'm not talking Wish Prime. Nah, this is Wish Standard, where it's like 4 to 6 weeks shipping, and your parcel gets there kind of vaguely smelling of diesel fuel. You know what I mean? That's what we got put together here. But EFB, bro, you're not safe. I don't know. You know, you might have given him a blowjob or something to say something nice about you being a family man. I don't know, dude, but fucking coward. I mean, we see it every night in the dungeon. You stealthing around until you're ready to get that last hit on someone. Dude, EFB is like what happened when your buddies in junior high dared you to go talk to the cute girl in class, you know? But and then that laugh comes out, you know that I did something cool, guys. But instead of like, you know, in the movie, a Goofy movie, you know, when Max went up and talked to Roxanne, and then the yup comes out, and he's really embarrassed. It's like that. But instead of a beloved childhood movie, you get Hermitosis, you know, Hermit, king of the fucking nerds. But, you know, I digress. I don't know very many of you other, so I'll just pick to you. Who's that? Beer Good. I don't know. Fucking midlife crisis John Travolta from Dollar Store. Let's go with that. Oxford's. Your face looks like somebody just hit I accept all cookies and just went on with their day. I don't know. Spartacus, I'm not done with you, dude. You're the kind of guy, dude, somebody walks up with you, to you, and before they even say hello, like they come up and they're smiling, they look at you, and like before they say hello, it's like, you okay, bud? Doing all right? And then they backpedal from there. But I digress, guys. Nobody cares about you guys. We're here for Chris. Oh, Pone Star, the only man that can raid a village. Oh, didn't I get you? I'm sorry. No, yeah, I got you, Roastmaster. Shut the fuck up. You got enough attention. Pone Star, the only man who can raid a village. And all the villagers come out, and they're like, not sure if they should be scared or offer him a juice box and find out where his parents are. So they just kind of go back inside. He's playing a 30-year-old wizard game because that's the only fantasy world where being short, angry, and stealing from strangers is considered a viable career path. The wild part about what he does, though, is he's a PK, a player killer, and a thief. Like, pick a trauma, dude. You rob people and then murder them? That's not a play style, bro. That's a cry for help from somebody who did not get enough hugs. Or maybe, I don't know, you couldn't reach the hugs? I'm not sure, but we won't go back that far. I mean, speaking of PKs, he started becoming a PK. I think he defends PKs. Nobody defends PKs like Pone, man. He's out here the second a Blue complains. Like, PKs are overpowered. You know, blah blah blah, nerfing, or they're out here zerging. It's like he materializes like a lawyer. He gets paid insult and aggression. He's out here writing dissertations. Well, actually, PKs are misrepresented, misunderstood, and oppressed by those filthy blues. Like, bro, relax. You're defending digital murderers. You are you're not a revolutionary or anything here. You're just mad that they won't stand still long enough for you to fucking stab them. So, but then when you actually do get stuff like your giveaways, dude, you give away shit like a divorced dad that's like trying to win custody of the kids. It's like, here's 2 million gold. Here's a rune book. I got 5 rares for you. Please, just love me, kids. It's like the thing is that people don't get too is all that shit's donated to you. Like, we donate all the items to you. We're trying to hide how little you actually get from PKing and stealing. At this point, it's not a giveaway. It's a community-run emotional support program for one extremely needy man. We accidentally created Adopt a Streamer. For just $10 or 10 items a month, you too can keep Pwnstar from crying on stream. Ugh, dude, some streamers have sponsors, dude. You got fucking pity donors. Oh, Jesus. And you know what? Don't even... These unofficial fucking meetups, dude. Somebody needs to finally, like... Unofficial meetup is something that teens are told in high school health class to stay away from. Like, now if a short red beard streamer comes up and says, do you want to go to an unofficial meetup? Find a trusted adult immediately. But, you know, roll the dice, guys. Have fun with that. It's definitely not how all cult documentaries start. And, you know, the last thing I got to hit, there's something that's always been bugging me. I've watched Vikings, you know, the beloved HBO, to speak in your vernacular, program. Nobody says heavens to Betsy in there, buddy. No PKs are out there shouting heavens to Betsy before they cut your head off. Nobody's ever been stabbed by a Viking and heard heavens to Betsy on the death blow. It's not a battle cry, dude. That's something your grandma says when the church bake sale runs out of lemon bars. Oh, heavens to Betsy, they're out of lemon bars again. If reincarnation is real, Pwnstar used to be a Viking, fell off the longship, or was more accurately, you know, hit his head on the way down, drowned, and came back as somebody's Midwestern aunt. But in all seriousness, guys, for a 4'10" Viking, a PK with a persecution complex, a thief who gives away more than he can even hope to steal, a man who hosts suspiciously weird unofficial meetups, screams grandma phrases in PvP, begs people to milk him, and plays a 30-year-old wizard game in his pastime. Pwnstar, we love you, buddy. May your loot be fat, PK tears be salty. May your giveaways finally buy you that affection you clearly so desperately crave. And DM, you're a chode for not showing up. To the Funko Pop cosplay Viking, happy birthday, brother. Cheers.
Great job, TQ Midget. Great job, my friend, my new friend. Moving along, our next roastie is going to be a guy named Kilgore Trout. I think that is exactly what it is. Kilgore Trout, yes. Kilgore is a man who is good at Photoshop and tweaking stuff with code. You can catch this pixel prostitute hawking his designs at kilgoretrout.design. He can make your extremely unfuckable avatar look like he's got a pretty paper doll at least and a cool trade window. And look, everyone, he's running a free discount right now for a blowjob. So enjoy this free Kilgore head from the Outlands for the Outlands UO Classic client. Oh, Jesus, man. I sure hope your day job is more fun than that. Well, let's welcome from the depths of the program files of x86 Outlands folder, Kilgore Trout.
you know, that is my day job, and that's the funny thing about it. So as I look around here, I see a good group of fucking nerds who came to say happy birthday to a pain in the ass. So I want to start working my way through you guys and see who I can fuck up a little bit. Dennis, my man. So we're new pals. It's going well. You know, we're just getting to know each other a little bit. But dude, I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck your channel is. Things are flashing. There's shit flying around, and I guess we're just watching you watch YouTube. So the other day you were folding laundry. Get it together, you fucking hippie. Evil Fireblade, you didn't show up tonight, and honestly, I don't know about you guys. I'm good. I'm good. No issues there. But I smell bacon. Beer good. Where are you hiding? Oh, I see you right there. There are several cops on Outlands. Beer's my favorite. He has a way of completely failing to keep the peace in Outlands. He's such a bad cop. He has 120 tracking and still gets lost. He's such a bad cop, his donuts aren't delectable. And he's such a bad cop that he's the one who gets guard whacked. Adontis, I know we don't really know each other that well, but you're over there looking like you're waiting for opening arguments to begin. You know, it's like, tell me you're a lawyer without telling me you're a lawyer, my man. Shrimp couldn't make it, which is too bad because we were going to settle once and for all the strongbox issue. He doesn't know what one is. Let's see, who else we got here? In the bunny outfits, Kiento. So Kiento's stream is the best mix of killing, country music, Mickey Mouse, and titty slapping that, to be honest, nobody asked for. You know, it's a funny story. I made Kiento a skin for his UI. So now every time I see him, he yells about it. He's like, thanks for the foreskin. I've still got my foreskin. So Kiento, I'm not going to take responsibility for your re-entry into the hoodie club, but you're welcome for the turtleneck. Oxford's here. Oxford's recently back from a long break. It's like he went IDOC and got refreshed at the last minute. He did a full reset too. Now this is cool. No links, no aspects, no alts, right? You know, and I mean, Oxford, we all do dumb shit. It's okay. Next time, put down the crack pipe, step away from the keyboard. Okay, looking around a little bit. You know, it's too bad I don't hear his music, but I do see Razion. So Razion's created an epic shitload of music in this community of ours, which is truly an accomplishment, and it's really good too. Like, I'm not joking about that. I think he might be a stoner though. His main's name is Waterpipe. I made him a UI and he wanted bongs on it. And to that end, I think I understand his artistic, you know, inspiration. He's produced so many tracks while high that his YouTube channel should come with a snack aisle. His UI doesn't have any icons. It has paraphernalia. He's like if Snoop Dogg played Ultima Online, but instead of going platinum, he's Pervalia Bank famous. TQ Midget, I don't really know you, but you bought a skin from me back in February, so at least I know you make bad decisions. So let's swing around the turrets and target the man of the hour. Postard I met almost exactly a year ago. It was probably a couple of weeks from now, but yeah, it was about exactly a year ago when I asked him out of the blue if he wanted a UI. He said yes out of pity, and he still uses it today to be nice to me, which I appreciate. I appreciate that about you. He was one of the first people to suggest that I stream making UIs, and I know both my viewers are grateful for the lack of entertainment that you inspired. It's truly touching. They appreciate it. They do. They're going to make cards. So Pone's been all over the States to meet Outlands folks. So he's been to, let's count them off, Dallas, Las Vegas, Denver, Oklahoma City, Philadelphia, and soon New Orleans. What drives this majestic disaster to wander so far from his natural habitat of dying repeatedly in Outlands? I'm just going to put it out there, dude. You can't run from trauma. Okay, so Postar's arena gameplay is also educational. I've learned exactly what not to do in every possible situation. So Pone never gets guard whacked, but not for the reasons you might think. It's because of the whole flashing Mong bats in the death robe incident. You know, they got him for that, and they're afraid it's going to happen again, man. The biggest disaster of his career isn't a single moment. It's the fact that all of the above is recorded, archived, and publicly available in HD. Seriously though, Pone Star, you've helped me become a crappy streamer, and your reflected glory helped my little graphics business get traction in the Outlands community. You've been a good friend since we met, and I genuinely appreciate your advice, your sense of humor, and your friendship. Happy birthday, my guy. Hope it's a good one. Cheers.
And his name is John C.
Cheers. Cheers. Great.
Hey,
Sorry about that.
Roastmaster,
Fantastic job.
Roastmaster, I need to clear my name. That skin was a giveaway prize, and I was told to get it to help boost an ego. Clearing my name. I didn't buy it.
Okay. I couldn't hear you too well. I apologize, but you were saying a prize was given away, right?
Fucking with Kilgore, that was a giveaway prize, bud. You know, I was told to get it to help boost your ego.
Amazing job. You guys are awesome. Yo, that was great, Kilgore. You did so freaking good, man. Kilgore, let's all give it up for him. Our next roaster couldn't be here. There's a roasty, could not be here tonight. Her name was Cactus, I believe. The only female that was supposed to be here, in this sausage fest, right, guys? Everyone here's dude, and we're all dudes, so I'll just say it anyway. I'll get her speech out of the way. And now we get to the streamer that every male viewer watches with the sound on mute. The sound of lotion and spit thrashing against one's cock is more pleasurable than hearing anything that comes out of this streamer's mouth. It is impressive to see how quick the middle-aged, fat-aged simps in her chat type, considering they're only using one hand. Cactus beat me in 2 different King's Fair games this year, forcing me into 4th place and being a trophyless bitch. It makes me so happy that her husband locked her up in the fucking kitchen tonight where she belongs. So we're sending her our festive love and thoughts. And, have a great one, Cactus. We'll see you at your Christmas party next weekend. Our next roastee is a person named Big Daddy Juice Big Daddy Juice Best Red on Serve. That's the longest fucking name I've had to read tonight. Let's just say, I saw your stream for the first time yesterday, and, I'm not shitting on a fellow streamer, but, it was the first and last time I've watched your stream. I am so glad that the state that you're in allows disabled people of your nature to use computers in such a way that you're using them. You are everything a UO player should be, man. A PK, bearded, mid-age, obnoxious, maybe a little fat, inbred, unbearable fuck, and you're a male. You are the only PK who leaves their victims with an STI after they res. So, that's a fucking stingy type of situation, man. I felt like I almost caught a little bit of the tard when I was watching your stream, and then I searched your obnoxious capitalized name into Google. Big Daddy Juice Best Red on Serve. It should be more like, there are no sharp corners in my house for my safety. That's a little more identifiable with someone in your state. But now I'm not going to roast you any further because it seems like God did that already when he had your dad fuck you into his first cousin. So, let's welcome from the inner membrane of Pone Star's roasty asshole, Big Daddy Juice Best Red on Serve, a.k.a. Kino Kuta Kinte. Let's go!
You done yet? Are you done yet?
I'm done, my friend. It's all you.
I was worried about Dennis tonight. Let's just be honest. I thought he was going to get me, but yeah, I'm not. That was sad. I think it's clear that I shouldn't be here. I'm in a different league than all the rest of these motherfuckers. I don't even know what to really say. Dennis, I appreciate the intro. I appreciate you trying to come after me. I watched the stream from last year, and I guess you're a MAGA supporter. I got to tell you, man, I know a lot of MAGA supporters, and I know a cover-up when I see one. I've never met a motherfucker I thought took one in the ass fucking harder and tried to cover it up than this motherfucker. So, but anyway, let's move on. I'm going to move on to my favorite motherfucker in here. That's Rajon. Never mind. Let's just move the fuck on. Adonis, I don't know what you are. They call you a lawyer. Why do you have a sheet hung up in your background? What the fuck are you hiding back there? I kind of want to know.
It's your mom. She didn't want to be on camera.
I got you, bud. Cool, man. Great joke. No one's ever said that before. Beer good. Yeah, I would never share a beer with that motherfucker. Apparently, this Italian Spartacus guy is supposed to be famous. Yeah, okay. I don't see it, but maybe you guys do. I've never watched any of your content, but I guess the hot dog suit is cool. I like the hot dog suit. Kilgore, baby, still got my foreskin, big guy. I don't know if you guys know or not, but I had to actually get in his stream the day he made my foreskin and tell him what to do. That's how bad this motherfucker is at what he does. I've never actually done this before, and I was the one that had to build my own shit. So it's a good thing I didn't get charged for it. Oxford, I don't know, man. You look like you're about to defend Rajon in the case against whatever Terry Crews was doing to him earlier. Or maybe that's Adonis. I don't know. Maybe you guys tag team it. I don't fucking know. Dennis, we already got you. TQ Midge, I don't know. You look like a fucking greasy used car salesman or some shit. It's a good thing UO accountant doesn't have his camera on, or I would slow roast the fuck out of you because you're the only one who had the nuts to come after me a little bit. I don't know if anybody else noticed, but the rest of these guys, they were scared of Big Daddy Juice. Let's just be honest, which is the reason Evil Fireblade's not here tonight, because he knew I would absolutely rotisserie style his ass. I don't think anybody else in here actually PvPs except for maybe me and Evil Fireblade. If you have, I don't know you, probably because you're not any good, but Evil Fireblade's not good either. Congratulations on killing my bard who was naked with 1 health. He knows just as well as anyone that I've embarrassed him on my stream several times. Yeah, I don't know Rabbit Gamer. Anyway, Pone Star.
And his name is John C.
Man, I used to watch your videos back in the day before I ever really started playing this server, and I would say you've come a long way, but fuck, dude. And I this is a group of guys here that got together in fucking Vegas and then decided it was a good idea to get live on stream and tell everyone what you did in Vegas. And y'all motherfuckers think I'm coming to New Orleans so you can put all my dirty laundry out in the fucking air. You got to be out of your mind. Quit asking me about this fucking meetup, guy. This guy messaged me every other day. You coming to the meetup? Fuck no, bro. Fuck no. But, yeah, man. I mean, it's a good time. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm a little hungover from yesterday. You know, this is just, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's a bunch of not funny guys getting together and one funny guy. But yeah, man, I enjoyed it, and man, I enjoy your content. I love you, Pone. You know that. I'm not giving you any real estate advice. Please stop asking me about that as well. Yeah, and I appreciate you letting me be here, man. If you guys haven't checked me out yet, come check me out. I'm way more fucking entertaining than these assholes.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
With more gay jokes about not being gay.
Sounds great. Thank you so much. It was Kiento TV. Awesome streamer, guys. Check him out if you haven't. He's a fucking awesome character. He's a great guy. Guys, great job to him. Our next roastee will be a person by the name of Beergood. Beergood. Let me just make sure I got you off there. So, Beergood. Bald and white. My kind of guy right there, all right? For a guy, you know, who looks like he's one of the top leaders of the 3 percenters, it's surprising to see that, you know, well, not surprising to see that you like UO. It's kind of a typical type character I feel I encounter on older UO at least, but it's good to see you still sticking around. In his spare time, Beergood likes to get head, but not just any type of head. He likes to get head from lots of guys, especially in Call of Duty and other types of first-person type shooters. You can catch him every now and then shooting people, trying to aim specifically at their lovely head. He's just got this weird obsession with it. He's not a bad streamer, considering he's got a lovely, shiny head right there for all of us to see. He's just got this nice obsession. You might actually catch him streaming every now and then, but, you know, let's check out his nice little hat that he wears. I think we saw it earlier in stream here. He loves to wear his little police hat. During my research, I couldn't find much about Beergood, but judging by, this one frame I took from one of his streams, it seems like he's the kind of guy that puts on this police hat, goes down to his local YMCA, punches some low-income indigenous children right in the face. It seems like you like to police when, you got that kind of demeanor, even though you seem like the nicest person in the world from what I've encountered of you. There's also a video of a man going through an old Xbox 360 that I discovered on the internet, and it was Beergood. Don't know if this is you, but seriously, dude, if this is you, only 6K gamer score, bro, step that shit up. Shame right there. Fucking shame. But hey, after all that shit, I mean, you do a lot of, support on the internet. I found out that you love Elon Musk and Donald Trump. You're donating to their political campaigns, and you're really cool with the current and political economic state of the world right now, like Jaden Smith was around that one time. But hey, man, that's what you're into. That's cool, man. We support you. We love you. So let's welcome one of our favorite right-winged UO streamers to the Ginger Cabbage Patch Armchair roast of Pwn Star Gaming. It is Beergood.
Thank you. I got to be honest. I do not think genuinely that I have ever been more insulted in my life than being told as a fan of Elon Musk. That actually did hurt in the feels. So thank you. You got me there. But moving on. Seriously, guys, I am really honored to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me. It means a ton to me. I was looking around at all you guys, kind of lurking in your streams after I got invited, right? And it's just it's an impressive group. Look, we were all asked to wear suit coats, right? And collectively, we couldn't even pull that off. Sure, I bought mine off some failed Mormon missionary for like $15 literally this morning. It's a high bar, but maybe next time you guys can try. It's possible. You can do it, okay? Another great thing about our group here is despite the fact we got like 15 guys, we couldn't find a single woman. Nothing has changed since we started playing this in the 90s, okay? It sucks, but I guess it is what it is. Other missing people that we have here. Evil Fireblade. Okay, it's okay because I understand he is currently performing something called Gotla behind the Orc Fort for shinies. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I'm in Path. I don't speak Orc, anything like that. But my understanding is it's got to be pretty bad because he is always stealthing around after and just, generally being an angry person. It's got to be something that would make even Pawn blush, which exactly is pretty tough to do. It's no small feat. Ironically, one of Pawn's nicknames. He leads off every DM with a no small feat if you ask him to be part of the vendor mall. I don't know where those photos are going, but it's probably not good. Be very careful if you send those out, okay? Speaking of this vendor mall, it's very nice. Rich mahogany, leather-bound books everywhere you go. Great stuff, right? He gets a ton of money from this. Lots of collections, he does giveaways, all that kind of stuff. You might even call him a financier of Outlands, which these days, not always the best thing to be. There's some connotations there. Which the good news is he funnels all of this money into his private houseboat on a private island in the most remote part of the world, right? There's not one single guy that I can think of that has too much money, a houseboat, and a private island that has done something wrong. I don't know. I'll wait if anyone can come up with one, but I'm pretty sure there aren't. Okay, speaking of his private island, I didn't realize that Shrimp wasn't going to be here, but I did want to give him a serious warning about this. I was watching his stream. He's hanging out on Pawn's Island. It's already a dangerous place, okay? He's over there. Some thief puts a boombox next to him. Treasure trap boombox just out of nowhere. He's out chopping wood, right? Some thief puts a boombox down there. Shrimp heads at that motherfucker like E.T. seeing a Reese's piece, dude. He's like, whoa, where did the treasure chest come from? That's the end of him. You can't be waking up in a res robe on Pawn's Island like that. Okay, you don't know what's going to happen to you. Seriously, though, he can be wholesome. He can be a very wholesome guy. When I was researching for this, I tune into his stream again, right? I'm checking him out. And what do I see? But Pwn donning a giant hoodie fur mask, okay? Now, this thing looks well used and of high quality. I don't think that this is a prop that he just bought at the dollar store like my suit. Okay, this is something that probably has some other uses that I don't know about and probably don't want to. So he puts this thing on and he is screaming about all he wants to see is butthole, and that's all he can see. And find the butthole he did. I watched this man murder an innocent blue player in Nucero, take all of his stuff, run it back to his house on his private island, which is, of course, not sketchy at all, and then auction it off to us weird motherfuckers that watch him. Very wholesome content. Leader of the community. But seriously, though, I do actually mean this. This guy is amazing. This stream is amazing. All of you guys are great. It's great to be part of the UO community. It is insane that a game that came out 28 fucking years ago is still bringing us together and hanging out. It's super cool to me. I really do enjoy a lot of the interactions with you guys. And just thank you for letting me be here, and happy birthday. I appreciate it, man. See you guys later. Cheers. That's my empty cup.
Cheers. Great freaking job. You're good, man. That was awesome. Great job, man. Everyone check him out. Hell of a human being. Our next roasty is going to be by the name of, I guess it's Raiden Greenwalds. I'm not sure which name to call you, but I'll call you Raiden, all right? Apparently, Raiden is in the same guild as me from what I found out. I had no idea because, I never play this game. I just kind of sit around and, as described earlier, watch YouTube. Don't worry. Actually, what I do is I edit in the background, but I make the charity streams that Pwnstar is a fan of, is a part of, actually, the UO Ultima Online roleplay streams, which our next one will be in January, by the way. Happy holidays. I tried to get it off before the holiday started, but we couldn't manage to do it. I couldn't manage to get it done in time. But Pwnstar, you'll see him role playing next month in the UORP charity streams. So back to Mr. Raiden. Raiden, this must be, since you're named after a Mortal Kombat character, after what, the God of Lightning and Thunder, you must be one weird ass motherfucker, my friend. Rumor is that you're the Quentin Tarantino of the Outlands because, well, you have a whole room in your house dedicated to shoes or something like that, and this weird obsession with feet. Apparently, being the God of Thunder and Lightning wasn't enough, but, could you do us Kaya a favor and zap the shit out of Hassan for her, for fuck's sake, man? Seriously, do some work with that electricity, man. Well, it looks like that his ship has docked at Fire Island, so let's welcome the Outlands boater with hand, foot, and mouth disease, Raiden, a.k.a. Greenwalds. He's okay, all right, who's Rabbit Gamer, by the way? Is Rabbit Gamer, did they go? Okay. That's who I thought it was. My apologies. I thought Rabbit Gamer was Greenwalds. Alrighty, no problem. We'll get to our final roasty here. His name is DM Wyvern. I'm glad that DM Wyvern could get the night off from hosting his weird little eyes wide shut parties to be here. DM, you are 100% nerd. If you took an ancestry test, the results would come back with question marks on how the fuck you even exist. So now that you've spitting the D&D dice out of your mouth for just a few minutes, let's get them up here into Pwnstar's crusty, dumb-filled beard. Let's welcome to the roast of Pwnstar, DM Wyvern.
One Dennis, DM. Thank you, Midge. Thank you, Midge. I appreciate the shout out there. God, I didn't do any prep whatsoever. I just come in hot from a failed Emperor attempt on Fangbreaker, and that's kind of like what brought me here. I just want to go ahead and thank Pwnstar for helping kickstart the adventure of a lifetime. I'm sure many of you don't know me, so I'm just going to go in very briefly here and then get into the roast. Pwnstar and I connected over our mutual love for Ultima. I played for some time on retail. Pwnstar being the biggest Ultima Online content creator in the world, took notice of what I was doing on retail and, extended a hand in friendship and support. And along the way, he invited me to join him on Fangbreaker. And so all this time, I knew Pwnstar as just like, what's the right word for it? I mean, he's always been daddy cool, right? He shows up on his streams. He's got his whiskey. He's got his little, toys around him whenever he gets raided. He always has a smile. I just knew him as Mr. Sunshine. Lo and behold, I had no idea that there is an entirely different side to Pone. I don't know if many of you have seen this side of Pone before, but man, he has a temper. I pissed him the fuck off earlier this year. So he invited me to join him and the Maniac Midge, who's been, I'm sure, you know, pissing off people here on the roast, along with Italian Spartacus. Where's Spartacus? Where's my man Spartacus? There he is. There's Mr. Spartacus. Yavi and Hangslow for an adventure on Fangbreaker. It's the latest time lock progression server for EverQuest. You know, one Dennis is absolutely right. Super nerd right over here, right? You know, I'm spitting out D20s all the time. So there we were having a good fun time. And, you know, I kind of had this idea of starting my own little thing. Not to say I didn't like hanging in the showers with the naked cowboys here. That's a whole other thing. I don't want to get into it with you guys. So I go off. We have a grand old time for the first 2 months on Fangbreaker. And I decide to sort of stand up my own little shingle to build something on it. And I figured it's cool. You know, we all kind of came in here informally. We're just doing our thing, stealing camps, cracking jokes, you know, jump in the showers naked together. And so I thought, you know, all was chill. And I turn around, and so I'm standing at this guild. I'm trying to figure out our raid times. And that week, I was just so dang busy. I'm usually busy, just because I have no life. So I gotta find ways of pretending like I do. And so Pone reaches out to me a couple of times about the raid times. I just, you know, I struggled to get back to him. I log into Discord, and man, this guy is furious. Furious! I have to read it. I have to read it out here. Let's see. Okay, so this is what I got. Shifra's letting me know I'm streaming. I know I'm streaming. So here we're gonna go to Pone Stars. Where is it? I got to get back to it here. Awkwardness descends on the gatherings here. Oh, there we go. I got it here. All right, so this is what Pone Star writes to me. Okay, guys, it's that time. Some of us have been speaking about this move for a while. We all want to do our epic quests, and most importantly, we all want to play together. While still taking things casual, not safe for work is a guild that we'll be joining that aligns with our playstyle, attitudes, and Discord and gameplay. And some of us are already in Discord, but if not, reach out to me for the link. Yada, 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 yada. Let's get to the good stuff. Wyvern, you're welcome to still hang out here with us, but I also want to be frank that I'm a little personally hurt in your approach on creating your own thing while still leveraging our group that plan to make decisions together. All the while blatantly ignoring my attempts to discuss your times as you band everyone together. It was like a dagger in my heart, Pone Star. You have no idea how bad I felt when you shared that over here. Let me get back to the stream, get back to Valhalla. There we are. So basically what I want to say is that I had no idea that I pissed off Pone Star with this. And I felt so incredibly sheepish and remorseful. Pone Star, you know, he unlocked an incredible, through his invite on Fangbreaker, he unlocked an incredible opportunity and experience for myself. I had such fun hanging out with you, Pone Star, Midge, Italian, Spartacus here, the boys, Yavi and Hangsglow. But the reason why I say this is because your invite basically paved the road to me creating this guild on Fangbreaker, which I'm still part of, still trying to move forward and progress. And, you know, you helped bring together over 100 people over the course of these last several months that had a chance to gather, meet each other, befriend one another, create memories on Fangbreaker that would never have existed if you hadn't sent me that invite to join you and the boys. That small little group of friends that were hanging out in Lower Guck and camping Assassin, you know. So I just want to express my heartfelt thanks to you, Pone. You got the biggest heart, and you've been so kind to all of us here. I don't know. I kind of jumped in late on the roast. I don't know. I have to go back and catch what was said, video on demand, because we're still rating at this very moment. But please know that I have nothing but love for you, and I can't put into words how grateful I've been to be a part of your experience and journey as a content creator. Long live Pwn Star Gaming, boys! Huzzah!
Would you fuck me, Wyvern? I'd fuck me.
Shit, hey, I'm sorry, guys. I dropped production in the background. I was supposed to be his roast translator. I dropped the ball on that. Pwn Star, you fucking cock-sucking asshole, sack of dog shit, monkey fucking shit, dribbling circus turd, asshole, finger up in the clip, cut needle off, piece of shit, chode motherfucker.
Damn, Midget, did somebody forget when you said no pickles again?
Damn, somebody's Adderall kicked in hard.
My job is
on the wreck.
Wow. Wow. Well, let's give a big hand, a lot of applause for the translation and also the DM Wyvern speech. Thank you guys. That was great. That was absolutely heartfelt, and especially the translation. Once I understood exactly what you said, it all made sense knowing Pwn Star. So I think that about gets rid of all of our roasties here today, right? I'm pretty sure I don't see anyone who hasn't gone here. So the last guy of the hour here is none other than Pwn Star Gaming himself, boys. Pwn Star is like Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, but instead of being injected with super serum, he got injected with that jungle fever, baby. Oh, that's so kind of not my thing. I always wondered what Pwn Star's child would look like, or, to say it in my art degree terms, I wonder what would happen if you mix red and black, or what it would look like. Oh, wait. I think that pretty much sums it up right there. Oh, so... Sorry, Pwn Star. Despite all that's been said here tonight, Pwn, you're a solid human being and a positive influence on the Ultima Online community. Whether you've seen his videos or caught his live streams or viewed his podcast or watched him in charity streams, this orange man has gathered one of the largest LGBTQRSWXYZ ampersand dollar signal 777,777,777 community that staff at the Luxor has ever seen. It's like the largest community of weirdos that have ever assembled. And I've only met you guys in real life, a small amount of you. There's like at least how much in here? 108? What the fuck? I can't imagine the weirdos I haven't met, man. Pwn Star, you have done miraculous things, both digitally on UO and in real life on real adventures, man. He single-handedly jerked off 47 black cocks in 60 seconds in Vegas. 47 in 60 seconds. That's like a few seconds per cock. Not even. Pwn Star, from my perspective, you've got a grip not only on black cock, but on our hearts as well. So let's bring the birthday boy up here and finally wipe all the shit off his face onto his beard. Let it stain there forever. Pwn Star Gaming.
And his name is John C.
There we go. Don't forget to unmute myself, am I right? Because usually I jump into streams and I forget to actually unmute myself. And I play for about 10 minutes before I start seeing chat and seeing, hey, you're muted. So here we go. And oh, by the way, thank you so much, Dennis. I appreciate it. Dude, seriously, great job as the roast master. Other than your entire screen being pixelated as fuck, the performance was A++. Literally 20 out of 10. Subtract the 15 points because it was pixelated. But I definitely saw the work that you put into it, and you did amazing. So, and just so you guys know, just because last year I didn't roast anyone, you guys thought that you'd get away that easily again, didn't you? Didn't you, you motherfuckers? First up on my list is Greenwalds, aka Raiden. This guy right here, from the minute he left LC Guild, he became passed around from boating guild to boating guild, more than a hooker on Hollywood Boulevard, like literally for real. This guy spends all of his time in the poop deck, of any boating guild that will take him. I'm pretty sure at this point he could write a whole alphabet with the guild abbreviations that's been by his name for the past 2 years, giving him the real title of Alphabet Boy. Adonis. Oh my God, Adontis. My good friend Adonis. I had the pleasure, I think it was the pleasure, of hanging out with Adonis in Vegas. This man, I'm telling you guys, he is a sex-driven fiend. I mean, I could not start a conversation with him without hearing about another woman or man's asshole. It's no wonder that he plays a Holy Dexter in the Valiant Knights of the Sir Guild, as he actually is a closet nymphomaniac. Just role players beware. Is he actually role playing, or does he get everyone to ERP? Ooh woo. Beer good. Let's get going on Beerwood. Oh my God, I love this guy. I love this guy. I can't tell if he's a teacher in real life or a cop, but when you put the helmet on, I realized he is a cop. He gives both those vibes right off. The bald head, the short beard, it's the same thing. Definitely feel like I'm going to get searched or pulled over in Aegis for speeding every time I go down there. But then you look again, you notice his smile, and he just looks like a nice little professor. Then you go back to his name, Beergood. Imagine the news headlines if he really is a teacher and a kid finds his Twitch with the name of Beergood. I guess that's why he doesn't drink beer on his stream. On second thought, imagine if he is a cop. I can only hope his wife is okay. All right, now this guy right here, I'm very proud of this guy. I really am, and I think every single person on the roast tonight that knew who this guy was mentioned him. Evil Fireblade, you were supposed to be here tonight. You were supposed to be here tonight, but much like your character in game, you stealthed out when the heat got turned up. I get it. Everyone who plays a stealth mage PK wants the joy of murdering someone without having to actually fight for it. The only problem is, when I watch your stream, the entire thing is stuck back in 1953. You know, before color TV. Hold on, let me hit the drum thing. Because all I see, the entire screen is gray. Rather than just your character being gray. That is how you play a stealth mage. Your character goes gray when you hide, not the entire screen. But either way, one place I can always count on him being live, literally 6 days a week, 15 hours a day, is Twitch. But we really got to upgrade the stream to color. Because like I said, only your character is supposed to be gray, buddy. Come on. That... And I can't, we got to work on the sound production too, because I can't ever really hear anything, because all I do is I hear your kids yelling nonstop in the background, asking, what's for dinner? And you telling them, hey, just heat up some fucking chicken nuggies. All right, now let's get going here. Kento, my good friend fucking Kento. I was very excited to have you on tonight. I really was. Obviously, you had nothing prepared. That's okay. That's okay. My favorite part about watching Kento stream is you really never know when it's going to start or when it's going to end. Most of it is him calling everyone a Caucasaurus Rex. I mean, I got to be honest. I think if you were to put shit dribbling circus turd, which is what I say, and Caucasaurus Rex together, I gotta give it to Caucasaurus Rex. That's pretty fucking funny. But it's usually him getting res camped in the middle of Corpse Creek while he drunkenly yells, Maya! Maya! Oh, Maya! Then someone comes in the room and tells him to shut the fuck up. But have no fear, because after about 10 minutes of drunken whispers into the microphone, he's slapping his titties. Like it's a one-person pornographic Macarena flash mob. The only juice you're providing, Outlands, is the juice lactating out of them honkers as it hits the webcam there for the rest of your stream until you're murdered by a backstabber, that you tried to PK. And then you rage quit and you don't stream for 2 months. DM Wyvern, oh my god, what a fucking montage, brother. I mean, shit. Say it again for the people in the back that didn't hear. Has anybody ever played EverQuest? Anybody? Wyvern wanted to be here, but asked if he could jump in to give his roast and leave, so he could get back to his raid in EverQuest. For those of you that don't know, EverQuest, also known as Evercrack, Raiding is less interaction than an idle game on your phone. Literally, hell, I swear playing Outlands with a JSON script is more interactive than raiding in EverQuest. I have to be careful though on this roast because I'm not joking, guys. Every interaction I've had with DM Wyvern, it feels like you're in HR's office of like a large corporation. Every time I talk with the guy, I feel like I'm about to be given a PowerPoint presentation and told what everyone's action items are before we all hop off of Discord. Seriously, seriously. Kilgore, oh my God, Kilgore, I love you, buddy. I really do. I mean, I had to really dig deep to get this one out, but you have perfected the most mid type of thieving, town stealing. Literally, it's the mid part, you know. Town stealing, where every steal is based off of idiots, new players, dumbasses, people that don't care, whatever. People leaving their items in their bags and being careful not to stand too close to NPCs. No chases afterwards and very little interaction with the player afterwards. Congratulations, bro. Now step into the dungeons and steal where the real fun is and prove your mettle. Also, by the way, welcome to content creation. Your paper dolls literally get better and better with every job. That is no lie. And Outlands General still finds a way to complain about it. When it was gold you were charging, they got mad. Now that it's real money, they're mad again. They've been crying for custom paper dolls for years. And now we have somebody with some artistic ability that is giving that to them and they complain. I'm sorry, my bad. I forgot. I'm supposed to be roasting Kilgore. Moving on, that's all I got for you, buddy. Oxford. Oh my God, Oxford. Oxford, I love you, buddy. But let's see how your 100th? I don't know. Is it 150th? I don't know. Either way, try and playing Outlands goes. Do you think you'll stick it out this time longer than a month? I don't know. We're on 2 weeks right now. Let's see how it goes. I see you got AI in your chat picking your bestiary points now. I too should introduce you to JSONs. His wife was here just a little bit ago. He also lets technology pick things for him. So there you go. This guy never fails on his streams when I show up. I get to hear at least 15 minutes of him ranting why he should be on the Pwnecast, and everyone else that's been on just sucks. And you guys heard it here tonight. You guys literally heard it here tonight. He ranted. His entire fucking roast was about being on the Pwnecast. Okay, Oxford, you can be on the Pwnecast, brother. Right after Frugal Dave, Richard Garriott, and Dorian. That's right, your boyfriend fucking Dorian. Oh, shit. Here we go. Raytheon. Just a moment ago, we were talking about AI and how Oxford is using it. This man, Raytheon, has made his whole persona about AI, from AI art to music. He swears he writes the lyrics to his music, but I'm sure it's coming from the help of AI too. If anyone even speaks in someone's Twitch channel, this man is making a song about it. 7 minutes later, it's posted on his YouTube and in everyone's Discord, getting a total of 7 views. I halfway expected to see a fake AI avatar for this event, but Raytheon, I gotta give you credit, man. You pulled through. But maybe a fake AI avatar would have been better after seeing exactly what you look like, you ugly motherfucker. And then, of course, this brings us on to Sir Shrimpington. Oh my God. Another one who couldn't be here because it was past his bedtime. Poor Sweepy baby. Oh my God. Here's a funny thing. Have you guys ever actually, clicked his name and then looked at what his Discord name is? If you do, you're going to see Fallstar. And you know what's even funnier about that? There's 2 R's. There is 2 R's. Kind of like somebody else you guys might know. You make guides on YouTube. Kind of like somebody else you know. You start every video with, "Greetings, 'tis I, Sir Shrimpington." Does that sound familiar? Next, I'm guessing you're going to make a thief. Before you know it, you'll be stealing ropes in no time. And you might actually put a little bit of effort into your streams rather than just hitting go live. Keep it up, Shrimpy boy. You'll get there. And then my good friend Zeus Lair. Oh my god, Zeus Lair. Oh shit. Old man Zeus Lair. He's actually, guys, I'm not gonna lie, he is actually a good friend of mine in real life. Seriously, seriously, I've known him since my days at Outback Steakhouse. That's right, boys and girls. Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right. Home of the free brown bread. Now, I went to go have lunch with him last week. And when I told my beautiful black Dennis girlfriend, she responded with, "Oh, wait, hold on. That's your old friend, right?" He's literally so old, his reasoning for not being here was because he's having a colonoscopy tomorrow and has to be on a liquid diet that makes him shit. That's right, boys and girls. Then we've got, oh man, Dennis, I don't even want to say this because you killed it tonight. Seriously, dude, you killed it tonight. The roast master himself, MVP of last year's stream. Your streams, I gotta say, man, they should literally have a seizure warning before you enter them. I get it, you can hit like a, are you 18 or older to enter, but yours should be like, are you suffering from a chronic disability that is gonna cause you to have seizures? I mean, literally, dude, you need it. I thought I turned this off. I'm so sorry. Thank you either way. Thank you either way. I do appreciate it. Oh yeah, because I switched it over. Thank you. I appreciate that, Chase, my man. But back to Dennis. Lights going off everywhere. Jean-Claude Van Damme roundhousing. He's like kicking a cow. And then there's you, Dennis, dressed as John Wick, fighting Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. I have no idea what's going on. I feel like I'm reading a Lord of the Rings book on LSD or ayahuasca. I have no idea what is happening. I'm surprised Twitch hasn't shut you down with all the different shit going on in your stream. All that with you often sleeping in the corner. Listen, man, I appreciate you being the roast master, and I am very glad that you did not fall asleep in the corner of this event, man. Thank you so much. Guys, with that, I gotta say, you know, last year's roast was fun. It really was, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys last year for being a part of it, as well as each and every one of you guys this year for being a part of it. It was an amazing feat. I mean, I don't know what to say other than thank you. I've been making videos here on UO Outlands for almost 6 years now. If you go back to the beginning part of my videos, they are dog shit. You know what? They're still dog shit today. It's okay. You jump into PVM or templates and builds, and they're going to tell you at least 42 different reasons that you should have increased your hurting by 2 points. That way you can get maximum damage per second. Trust me, guys, the min-maxers are out there, and they're here on Outlands today. It's not just in major MMORPGs. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. The roast is my favorite. I mean, I don't know. It's funny because last year it was such a great event. And I spent probably 4 months. I'm not joking, guys. 4 months. It was back in August. I started saying, you know, my birthday's coming up in December. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, that's almost half a year. And I'm trying to figure something out. I've been watching a lot of Kill Tony and shit like that. I wanted to mimic something with Kill Tony. And I just couldn't fucking do it. Couldn't do it. So I decided we're going to take this, into a annual event. I think the roast is fun. I think it gives us all the chance to talk some shit to our friends and it not really mean anything. That's the thing, guys. If anybody got offended tonight, fuck you. You can't get offended. There was a lot of harsh shit that was said, and I fucking love it. That's what it is. That is what a roast is about. It really is. I appreciate all of you guys. If you don't mind, jump into my Discord. Everybody go into Pwn Everything. Turn on your cameras. The roasters, everybody, we're going to take a shot.